We have a bunch of busted tires. That one has a busted sidewall. This wheel is busted, holes in the floor. Overall, it's not too bad though. So, huge freaking pencil hitch. This side is the same story. So we are gonna start off with some PB Blaster, and spray all those bolts down. We got this steel wheel here that is pretty banged up. So we're gonna use the oxyacetylene torch with the big rosebud tip on it. And we have to clean that up first. Hopefully we could heat it up, bend it back, grind some fat bevels on it, and weld it up. Okay, so I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna put some bevels on there, and I think I'm going to fill that all in. It's very hard to get that right. I guess I could work it a little bit while it's cold. See what I can do. Maybe a little bit to that edge right there. But if you look down it's pretty noticeable. I'm hoping it will hold a bead. This is for my personal trailer, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And let's get to it. So this is the repair. I did not get it perfect, but it's my wheel, so it doesn't need to be perfect. Here's this side. Once it's painted, it's just gonna look like it's slightly dented, and no one's ever gonna know. So the way I fixed it is I did my first pass on this side because it was a little bit tighter, and then on this side I ground down as much as I could until I didn't see the crack and started to fill it up. And I did blow through a couple times. So when that happened, I had to grind that spot and fill it from the back sides, fill it from this top side. And once I filled it all up, then I ground everything somewhat smooth. Just gonna hit it with a flap wheel probably, and give it some paint and call it a day.
Okay, so fast forward a few days. I don't know what I filmed and what I didn't film, but now it is a tandem axle. This was my jank fix of doing that. I believe I filmed the welding portion of that. That's what the welds look like. Not horrible. Multiple pass and then a weave as a cap. So that this is stationary, so that will still allow the leaf spring to slide. So now is the time for brakes, wiring, and then cleaning it up. But I'll post this video with just brakes and wiring. So this one, the shoe just fell off. It's missing all the stuff. There's no pad left. So going over to this one, which this axle tube is actually thicker than those. This brake looks about the same. So I'm gonna try and steal that brake, put it on that one. And on this side, I couldn't seem to manage to pull these drums off. I tried and tried and tried. See, they move in and out, they move. So you'd think they would pull right out. I don't know if the electromagnet is stuck in there and rusted to the drum. I'm thinking that's what the problem can be. But we'll see. I'll put you guys on a time lapse, see what I can do. Ooh, that weld wasn't really the greatest. That's all right. That one was not that great either, but we're getting there. Then I'll cut those off some other day. Okay, as you guys saw, we hitched up the truck. The wheels all bolted up. The leaf springs definitely need to be replaced. It's a little bit lower than I'd like, but that bridge is level. That looks pretty good. Everything looks the way it should be. The chains are a little big, but that's okay. So next step is the wiring. So we're gonna try and pull it down to the barn and see how she moves. I'm in low range. Let's see. All right, she's rolling. Okay, going to show you guys how I fixed the cracks on the trailer. They were right above that plate. I'm assuming that's why they put that plate there. So on this side, can't really see too well, but I did a bunch of passes. On this side, I started to fix it. So what I did is I took the oxyacetylene and I cut out the crack. And the next step, I'm going to clean all this up with the grinder. On this one over there, I put a backing plate behind it and then welded to the backing plate, and then welded all the way out up until this plate. And that took way too much time. I couldn't get the backing plate perfectly flush with this material right here. So I think this time around, I'm going to try and leave as much material as I can, even though I'll still be putting a bevel on it, and running a 60-10 pass, grinding that out, then running 70-18 on one side, then going to the other side and completely grinding that out until I get back down to the 70/18 that I put on this side, and then weld that out and go from there.
Okay, I just wanted to finish off the video here. It's a few months later now, and I towed this trailer quite a bit. I haven't really loaded it with anything too heavy, but some things I noticed. I need to build this up a little bit. It's worn out. I skipped that. I am going to be replacing this rusty patch today. All the brakes work. I need to get dust covers. And, you know, the trailer is still rough, but for what it is, it puts in the work, and it was cheap, less than $1,000.